Hello and welcome to the Stream Team Heroes podcast. It's been a few weeks, not gonna lie, we kind of kept missing the dates. But I'm here with Sam. Hello, Sam.
Hello. Hello.
There you are. Hello, how are you doing?
I'm tired.
You're tired, as always.
Very tired.
Always
Yes.
tired.
Always.
Never with the living.
No. I wish to sleep forever.
It's just us again today. Mainly because Laura's schedule and mine and Sam's schedule just doesn't ever link up. So you know when we said no, not really. We're like, let's do a podcast because it'd be great, and then we're like, oh shit, we actually never are in the same place at the same time.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
It's like we're constantly out of phase.
Yeah, and also Laura's family always has these events that are very sudden, and like you're like, oh, you know, on Saturday we're gonna do a podcast, and then suddenly, oh, surprise, we're actually going to go and have loads of food and fun, family foods and fun, and then I'm just like, oh, well, I guess that's okay, but
I guess
the world will be without a Stream Team podcast again, and what a world to live in. So
what a horrible world.
How have you been, Sam, the last couple of weeks?
I can't remember. Everything blurs into one now.
I think the last time we spoke, between the last time, was we've seen Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yep. Not together though.
No, we did go and see Ghost in the Shell together.
We did. That was ages ago.
That's how long it's been.
I saw it twice. It was amazing. Everyone shits on it, and I loved it.
What else have we done?
I watched the original Alien in original 70mm print.
Yes, you
did. All lumps, bumps, and...
What was that like?
It was surreal. I thought it was gonna be like I thought it was gonna be like the DVD version or something. You know, like you sit there and you think, oh, they're gonna show like a 4K HD version of the film. No, it's the original fucking footage.
Jesus.
Of all the grainy jump cuts and the footage has been worn down and
every tiny mistake you can imagine.
Yeah, exactly. It was great. It was like some sort of snuff film. It was insane.
Wow. Sounds pretty cool, to be honest. I didn't know you was going to see this, and then suddenly you just told me, and I was like, wow.
That's because I went with my parents. We went to see Guardians, and then my mum was like, oh, look, Alien showing. And it was like straight after Guardians, and we were like, she's like, let's do that. And we just ran straight from Guardians to see Alien.
I don't think I could do that, 2 films in one day.
I've done that twice now. I did it with, I think I mentioned it before, I did it with Logan and John Wick 2.
Oh, of course you did, yeah.
Yeah, we had a bit of lunch and then we saw Logan after John Wick 2. It was good.
Well, having time for lunch is always important.
Exactly. You need to eat it or you die.
That is... There you go, kids. Eat lunch or you die.
Don't worry about dinner or breakfast.
No.
Breakfast is the big meme, the big lie.
This is a public service announcement by Stream Team Heroes. Eat lunch or die.
Sounds like either a book or some kind of sort of channel. It's like some sort of YouTube series. Eat lunch or die.
Oh yeah, maybe that's what you can make a new stream series called Eat Lunch or Die, and it's just streamed at lunchtime.
Yeah, I was gonna say it has to be exactly at lunchtime.
And then every time you just don't eat lunch.
I die every time.
It's just streaming. Oh no, I've been killed by my stream.
By the lack of lunch in the stomach, and you put the mic to your stomach, you can hear it rumbling, and then you just die.
That sounds amazing. I want to see it. Well, we've been playing a lot of PlayerUnknown actually at lunchtime.
We have. Well, we've done it twice now, haven't we, on a Monday?
We've done 2 streams, yeah, but I mean, playing it full stop. It's just I've been playing it more than I think anyone.
Have you now? I can check those numbers right now.
Oh
actually.
yeah, you're gonna check the numbers.
I can check those numbers.
You've probably played more hours totally.
Yeah, you've got 37 hours. That's like baby numbers. Rookie, you got to pump those numbers up.
Okay, fine, but like in the timescale of which I've been playing.
In the timescale of you playing games, you play quite a lot of it. Yeah.
Because as much as I like to play games, I just don't have the time.
Yeah, well,
between not working, you know.
I was gonna say like
between not having a job and realizing
small shifts.
It's because you know what, I don't have a job, and then I'm like, oh shit, I don't have a job, and then I'm like, I should go apply for jobs, and then
you have a job. You have a job, Chris.
No, it's not a job that's going to allow me to buy all my games, so is it?
It gives you money. If you had a few more hours, would you consider it a job if you had a few more hours?
Not particularly, no. I need a career job, Sam.
A career job. You're one of those people.
Yeah,
and you don't want just the money. You want the career as well.
Yeah, unless someone's gonna start, you know, helping us earn loads of money through this channel.
Right.
It's just gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go do like a normal job.
A career job, like a career in making lava lamps.
Oh bloody hell! Imagine that.
That's not a career job. That's not a real job.
That's living the dream. That is.
You have to individually put the blobs in.
You have to choose how many blobs you want per tube.
Shit, this one's too blobby.
The blobs of the lava lamp have to also, you know, flow correctly.
This one's more lava than lamp.
Ooh, what a statement.
What a statement. He came out, everyone. He said it.
He said what we're all thinking. This lamp is more lava than lamp. Well,
but yeah, I know. I think my job's a job. You know, I work decent hours. I got 20 hours a week.
Well,
I get shit tons of money.
Well, your job is with the
harsh.
Well, yeah, but it's with the intention that you'll be leaving in, you know, so many months to go do a masters.
Yeah, but I could. That's the thing. I was sort of thinking about like I will do that, but I also wouldn't mind if I was working there for a few more years.
Right.
Because I mean, it's money, man. It's money.
You've seen the money.
I don't really care about a career job. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I don't even know what a career job really would be, but I wouldn't really mind. Just I've stared into the
eyes of God.
Abyssal money, and the abyssal money stared back.
Oh, and it was like, you need me.
You need me
to have a good time.
You need all this cash.
It's annoying because
this cash flow.
I'm in a situation where I would love to be doing something else, right? But my main problem is that I have to earn money. So I have to actually be doing other jobs.
Right.
Because if I could and didn't need money, I would stay at home all day, improving the channel, improving my gaming and everything, and that'd be great.
Improving your gaming.
Yeah. But no, because I have to have money to, you know, live in this society we live in, I have to do something. And that means I have to actually go to work and miss many hours of YouTube and gaming.
That's so you're saying that because you need money for games, you need to work, but because you work, you don't have time for games.
Yeah, that's that classic.
That was the problem I had when I was like, I thought that when I was like 7. I thought, man,
when you were 7,
if I ever get a job, I won't have any time for games. And my mum was like, "Oh, when you get older, you won't want to play them that much." Or that.
What?
That's not true. Not only do I have a job that pays well, I have a load of time for games.
Well, you're the lucky few. You live in a magical world in which you can do everything you want.
I know there's people that talk about how they've got jobs where they also do nothing but play games as well, where they just kind of sit there and their boss don't mind that they play games on a laptop. So
wow, well, what is that job? What is this job, Sam? You must.
I know they never specify what it is. It's some sort of office jobs. You know, those sort of office jobs that no one ever describes what they do. They're probably dodgy.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like I work in an office. What office? An office.
This office over here. Don't look at that. Don't look at that sign over there.
You just have an empty fucking Word document up on your screen all the time.
It's like it's just they're just sitting there with an empty page, just like I'm doing important business things.
Important business things, not slamming a keyboard.
It's like if you go into like Starbucks or Costa, and it's just these people there. Oh, important business thing, important book things, writing a book, just here writing my book with my Costa. I'm a completely independent person. I don't do anything.
Right, no. I mean, if somebody writes, I can't write in public. It's I don't get how you can sit there in a coffee shop and write. I know obviously they do it for attention. Right, I've seen these people. They sort of look around. They have a little look around, like they're saying, "Who's looking at me?" They sit purposely with their computer facing towards people, so that people will look over the shoulder and go, "Oh, you're writing a novel," and they'll turn around and go, "Oh yes, I am writing a novel." It's a novel
I'm writing the great British novel actually.
It's a novel about a poor child who's coming from a war-torn country and also finds out that they're transgender, and you're like, "Oh, that's wonderful," and that's what they do it for. But I tried to write a story in my own library at uni once, and I was so paranoid at people looking at me.
Well, they do,
because
Sam.
they do. I know they do. Especially sports students, they look because they don't sit there on computers because they don't have to. You know, they just have to sit there colouring in their little diagrams of the human body. They look
Jesus.
over at you and they see what
I
you're
really-
doing. They don't say anything.
Any
But they
people
look
that
over.
any people that do a sports degree right now are just like sitting there colouring in their characters like, shut up.
I don't think they're listening. Do you think they can turn the computer on?
Oh, Sam. That's just that's an audience we don't need to damage. Come on.
You're damaging our outreach.
We don't have enough people to just slag half them off.
So there they are, right? There they are. They're sitting there talking about their latest drinking conquests. Talking about their...
I drank the biggest beer today. It was
I
this.
drank so many singular beers last night.
It was this big. Holds out like a hands to the edge of the universe.
And they all sort of like, jump on their desks, ooking and eeking about what they did last night.
Ook and eek. I had the best night.
I had the best singular beer. And then they look over and they see that you're writing the great British novel, yeah. And then you're like, oh, I can't do this, too much pressure. Now, I couldn't imagine doing that in a place where other people are doing it at the same time and they're all judging what you're writing.
Well, the beauty about people doing it somewhere else, like other people doing it, is that they are all thinking the same thing. They're all
You
thinking...
think that? That's the whole argument of like, oh, deep down inside everyone's afraid and everyone's got anxiety, they don't want to be... That's not true.
Everyone's afraid?
Yeah, when you go like... So like when I started uni, my parents were like, oh, it'll just be... Everyone's going to be like, talking the talk, everyone's going to be like pretending they're like really, confident, but they're not, deep down they're not. That's not true. There are people that are inherently confident.
That's not true. Deep down, everyone is confident.
Yeah,
everyone is better than me.
Not only do people stare at other people, people are inherently confident. And they'll walk in and they can... It doesn't even matter if, like, that all deep down they're afraid. If they can talk the talk and walk the walk, then they pretty much got it down anyway. If you can't do that, so that you sit in a coffee shop and someone's like sitting there all confident typing away and staring at your thing and they're making you nervous, they've won. They've won. All right? That's what it takes. And I ain't got that. I can't do that. I can't sit there and go, yes, my level's better than yours. My taste in coffee is even better.
What, is that what you think people do at coffee shops, Sam?
Yeah.
They just
judge each other.
They what? They judge each other. Well,
yeah.
I guess people kind of do.
I can't sit in a coffee shop. I've been in coffee shops. In fact, we went into a coffee shop after we saw... Was it when we saw Ghost in the Shell?
Yes, I went in one because I wanted some food. I was starving.
Yeah, that's right. I looked around and I was like, wow, this is not my scene.
I said actually before that you were late, and I said to you, "Oh, I went to prep to get a coffee,"
right, yeah.
and you just sent me a text saying, "It's like how heterosexual of you." I was like,
it's how metrosexual.
Metrosexual, that's it. Yeah. And I was like, "What? Just get a coffee? Just get a coffee."
I'm just sitting in Pret getting my food, my overpriced pretzels.
Yeah, well, it is overpriced. Not gonna lie, prep, but it's tasty. So I would pay for tasty food. You heard it here first. I will pay.
You will pay for tasty food.
Yeah. Okay, I can actually pay attention now. My game of Steel Division has ended.
Do you actually just play? Sorry,
I'm just completely playing Steel Division. Yeah, it's a great game, Sam.
I've just been scrolling up and down my Steam library, waiting for a certain thing to.
Oh yeah,
to pop up.
You're waiting for Rising Storm Vietnam.
Yeah, if anyone's savvy about all this, or actually knows, Rising Storm 2's closed beta comes out today at the exact moment I leave for work.
How about that for?
So I guess as we were saying earlier, I've got no time to play this.
Well,
working but no time.
There you go. It's exactly proof. I've told you.
Proofs, big old proofs.
Right, I've exited the game. I can. You have my full attention.
Wow. Yeah. Do I?
Yes.
Do you have my attention that I can shout? Vanquish is coming out in 2 weeks on PC.
Oh, is it? 2 weeks. Vanquish is an awesome game. I cannot wait. What do you think of?
Ooh.
This is something I actually wanted to explore with you today, Sam.
What's that?
It's the state of games today.
State of games today.
State of games. Games.
Yeah.
Games. What do you think of games at the moment?
What do I think about games at the moment?
I
think they're very gamish.
Yeah. Well, gamish, good. That's a good start. I was thinking this the other day. And I was thinking, you know what? There's actually a lot of good variety and good games coming out at the moment. And I'm grateful because recently I have thought that games were being crap. It was just the same old poop being pumped out the poop machine. And it was just re-releases and, episode 2s and 4s and whatever. And sequels and and then I think that's what developed. Indie games came out because they were like, look, you can keep making your Battlefields and your Call of Duties and your FIFAs, and we're gonna make something different. And then indie games, they came out strong, and then they just went into shit. And they just, there's just so many indie games out there just making anything and everything that it just... I think the age of indie games is down. It lasted like 5 minutes and it's already gone.
I attribute indie games to a lot of shit, to be honest. I think indie games cause a lot of this early access stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I don't... There was a moment... I'm trying to think, because, obviously we play so many games in the year that it's kind of hard to remember which games come out when.
Yeah.
But I remember there was a point a couple of years ago where games felt really shit.
Yeah.
And it was sort of like a massive dip. And there was all this controversy. I think it was when all the sort of DLC, Season Pass stuff started getting really, really ridiculous. And you could tell that they were just marketing the shit out again. Like, they didn't even give a shit what they were putting out. They were just making stuff just for money.
Yeah.
It was bad. And then the whole indie stuff happened. And for a second I was like, oh, look, 8-bit stuff. That's like what I used to play.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I realised, that can only go so far. And it gets really boring after a while when the 100th bearded hipster makes another little indie beat-em-up side-scrolling game.
Well, exactly. I mean, I think that the whole crapping of games led to the creation of indie games and their bigger takeoff, but then that fixed the gaming industry. But
then all the early access stuff started happening.
Early access isn't so bad.
It's not terrible. I mean, for every like, that's the thing, you can get good stuff, but for every like PlayerUnknown or like Rust, there's a bloody million crafting zombie survival games, and they're awful.
Well, with Steam refunds now, it's basically killed that off. Like,
yeah, no, I'm glad they came out. Steam refunds saved a lot of PC gaming, really.
Steam refunds. Steve's refunds saved gaming. No,
it's funny because it's a thing that Origin has been doing for a long time.
And it's just not big enough, Origin. Well, they only do their own titles.
Yeah, exactly. But Steam was like, nah. I remember a good example of that is when what was it, about 2013?
Right.
Will bought the GTA collection.
Yep.
And then he bought it for like £60 or so, and the next day it went on sale, and you couldn't refund or appeal then.
Oh Jesus!
So he'd wasted about like 40 quid on this pack. So
yeah, but you still have to play 2 hours. I bet you played more than that after buying it.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Well, you're stuck with No Man's Sky.
I'm not really stuck with it. I was thinking about it. I actually don't mind it. I do dip into it sometimes.
Ooh.
It's not. It's boring. But
it's a nice boring.
Yeah, it's one of those games I can't really tell you without, like, I can't really tell someone who's never played. There's a lot of this problem nowadays where someone doesn't play a game, but immediately shits all over it.
Yeah.
So
look at the Call of Duty reveal.
Oh, like, yeah.
It's been revealed and no one's actually played the game. They haven't shown off any gameplay, but already there's articles writing about what they know exactly what it's going to be about.
The last COD's a good example of that. I mean, the online is absolutely dire, but the single player was fantastic. It was amazing. No Man's Sky is good.
You're in the minority there.
Yeah, I know. That's because no one played it. Everyone's shitting on it like, oh, it's just sci-fi. So
try it out. You might like it.
But No Man's Sky, while the gameplay is repetitive and there isn't really much point in doing anything, the atmosphere and the music is some of the best I've ever actually played.
Well, yeah, that's a disappointing
I can't really, but that's something you can't get unless you play it.
Yeah, it had so much potential, but maybe that killed off indie games.
Yeah,
maybe that was the final straw.
The death blow of indie games.
I mean, you had, at that moment when indie games was big, you had even films coming out called like Indie Game, where they followed Super Meat Boy.
Oh, yeah, I watched that. Things. Yeah, well, it followed Phil Fish, didn't it?
Yeah, and whatever happened to him.
Bill Bitty's still moaning about things on Twitter.
Is he? What sort of stuff does Phil Fish moan about these days?
Anything to stay popular. Probably Trump.
What's trending at the moment? I'm moaning about that. Good.
Oh, PlayerUnknown's terrible because it doesn't have my little Fez character in it.
Did he ever make Fez 2?
I don't know. Did he make Peggle 2?
Oh, maybe. Jesus. That That was the best. That's got to be. Yeah, that's got to be the best anticlimactic announcement at E3.
Did we watch that live?
Yeah, we watched that live. That was one of the ones we watched live.
For anyone who doesn't know, there was what year was it? It was about
it's a couple of years ago.
2014,
Yeah, about
13. Yeah, E3, the big gaming exhibition thing every year. They reveal new games, and it's always like, oh man, what are they going to announce next? Like this year, I'm waiting for the Ace Combat 7 big
month,
reveal.
Isn't it?
Yeah, and this guy comes out on the stage. I can't remember what conference it was, and
Xbox.
he's sort of like, yes, right. And he was like, I know you've all been waiting for it. I know you all want it, so we're gonna reveal.
And everyone's like,
he jumps up like fist pumps and goes, Peggle 2! And the music starts playing, and no one moves. And he just walks off stage.
Just like, what now? Everyone's like waiting for like a Battlefield announcement, or
waiting for the next card or something like that. No, Peggle 2. What the fuck was Peggle 1? I've never even heard of it.
I think it was the year when they were teasing Battlefront as well.
Oh yeah, it didn't help. Yeah, it was something big was coming out, and we all thought, oh man.
Battlefront was being teased. I think Battlefield 4, maybe, was had been released or was going to be released that year.
I think it was the same year that they first showed off MGS5 as well, or something like that.
Possibly might even been just when like the year after the new consoles came out.
Yeah, and it was, oh jeez, what happened, man? What was that? I hope he'd never lived that down.
If just Google Peggle 2 Xbox conference or something, you just see hundreds of memes.
Just him jumping up in midair.
That's when memes begun. He was it.
Yeah, he was the genesis of memes, right?
But gaming, I think, is improved now. I'm happy. There's lots of selection on my Steam list right now that I will play.
I do go through stages on my Steam list where I think, man, I've got nothing to play. I'm sitting here looking at 324 games right now, and I'm thinking, man, I've got nothing to play.
That's literally how I felt like a couple of days ago, and then, a couple of weeks ago, and then Steel Division pre-order beta came out, so I've been playing that. Hearts of Iron I've been playing again because there's an update coming out.
It starts to happen with me when I know things are coming out.
Yeah.
So I bought recently. I rebought Batman Arkham Knight for like £2. I sold a jacket from a Player Unknown and got a discount on it. So I got Batman Arkham Knight for £2. I already had it on PS4 when it came out, and I thought it was really good. So I got it again because why not?
Why not?
And I played through that for about 30 hours. And I thought, man, I'm getting into a single player game again. I finished it. I've got nothing to play now. I'm playing a bit of War Thunder, and I'm thinking, I'm just waiting for Vanquish and Rising Storm 2 to come out. And it's one of those moments where I'm like 2 weeks of just me thinking, nothing to do.
Yeah.
Nothing, staring at all these games. I could replay Far Cry 3 again. I bought that the other day. I could replay Just Cause 3. I've been thinking about it. I just sit there thinking, I ain't got the effort. It's not Vanquish.
I would get you to install Ark, but I know at the moment, frickin' those two games come out, you won't be playing it. So.
Oh yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, I can't really. That's the problem with PC gaming now for me, is I can't really get into one game because I know another game will overshadow it. Whereas consoles, I was always stuck to the one game until I finished it.
I know you'll play Rising Storm non-stop for about 2 weeks.
Yeah, and then not play it,
and then you'll have some time. So about 2 weeks we'll play Ark.
There's been one exception to the whole play it non-stop and then stop playing, was Siege.
Yeah.
I've taken a bit of a hibernation break on that, but I've got 1,000 hours in it, which is insane. It's most I've ever played a game before.
I have too. Since Player Unknown and Steel Division, I've been laying off Siege, waiting for the new update to come out.
Yeah, so
it's sitting there, brewing.
There are some. I might play Vanquish quite a lot. I'm probably gonna try like speed runs of Vanquish and stuff like that. But Ace Combat is definitely gonna be a game I'm gonna be playing an absolute ton when it comes out. Yeah. That's gonna be my new go-to video
Crash
game.
Bandicoot as well.
Yeah, but that's more of like I'll finish them, because I play Crash Bandicoot every year anyway, 2 and 3. So it's just a HD remake of the 2 I play anyway.
Wait, every year?
Yeah.
What, do you have like a set date and you go,
No, I just have them on my Vita, and
you're sitting there, you look at your calendar, it's a big circle on it, you've got crosses down. It's Crash Bandicoot Day, and then no one can contact you.
Crash Bandicoot time.
No one can contact you for 24 hours, and you're just there.
This is the thing. People that are like, oh yeah, I used to play this game all the time. Like, it's a classic game. Like, I played Spyro all the time, and they played like Spyro once, like about 10 years ago.
Yeah.
I play Crash every year. I know every single secret like the back of my hand. So these remakes, I'll probably get done in about a day.
So when you completed Uncharted 4,
yeah,
did you do well in the Crash section?
Oh yeah, of course. No, I remember I was telling you at the time. So anyone who hasn't played it, there's Uncharted 4 is made by the guys who did Crash Bandicoot, and they put a Crash Bandicoot section in it, but there's two. There's one where you play at the beginning, and it's the original Crash, or it's a bit of a converted level, so it's not exactly from the game. But they put it a bit in the beginning where you get a score. You can't ever beat it because of like a story reason, like Drake can't beat Elena, and then obviously at the end you can beat it, but you get a high score. I think I got like the highest score.
Nice.
It's ridiculous. It was so easy. It was like the most easy level they've ever made.
I still fell down.
You fell down,
I
huh?
fell down. It's been a long time since I crashed.
There's a way, if you play it enough, there's certain like sort of glitches you can do with the jumping, and that's how much I played it. There's like sort of glitch jumping you can do and stuff like that.
You know the secrets of Crash Bandicoot. That's amazing.
Exactly, but they've changed that all now. The remakes have changed all the movements and stuff.
It's coming back, Sam. It's Crash Bandicoot's coming back.
I know they might be making a new one as well.
This is what I mean. Gaming is coming back.
I've noticed a lot of sleeper hits have been coming out recently as well, like Prey.
Yeah. Yeah.
Prey. I mean, to be honest, Americans were like, "Oh, I've never heard of Prey. Like, I never saw anything." But over in London, there was just tons of advertisements for it. But it was still a sleeper hit because I mean, it's a reboot of a game that not many people played before anyway.
Well, I just like the variety at the moment. It's not all just first-person shooters, and Minecraft.
But we're probably going to go back. We're probably going to go in a few years and think, man, I really wish I had a first-person shooter to play.
But you won't, because you're going to get those every year. Those, reliable.
Yeah, I
What
thought
did you say?
COD would be dead by now, but
What
the old reliable favourites.
Yeah, that reliable favourite, like in a fucking Player Unknown.
Oh, the old reliable.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah.
The spot. Yeah, we jump out the old reliable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I suppose. I think a lot of because we play on PC mostly, a lot of new things are coming out on PC. A lot of interesting things are coming out.
Yeah.
Developers are starting to take notice of PC, like the Platinum Games releasing 2 of their old games on it, Bayonetta and Vanquish. We're gonna get some ports, remasters.
Yeah, I like those. I like that they're doing that. I think they're a bit pricey, but I like that.
What? The remaster?
Yeah, £15.
Well, Vanquish is $14.99.
Yeah, come on, people, 10. Make it 10.
Well, it is 10 if you buy Bayonetta.
What do you mean? If you buy them together, it's cheaper.
If you buy Bayonetta and Vanquish together, they're both £10, but I didn't for some reason.
Oh, so
it's because the
20.
port doesn't work for me. Yeah.
Ah, I thought you meant God. Well, there you have it.
Yeah.
Gaming is a thing, and we enjoy it.
Do we?
I fucking hate it. I literally sit on my computer every day, play a game, and want to just end it all.
I just want to die.
I just sit there and go, what am I doing with my life? Why wouldn't somebody employ me?
I definitely feel like my time with games is different now.
Yeah.
It used to be like, we'd play a console game, even like a couple of years ago, we played like Battlefield, we'd play like Battlefield 3 religiously.
Yeah.
And then, what would take us away from it is the big new release, like Assassin's Creed or something.
Yeah.
Now it's just PC gaming, everything's cheap. And then you go on the store page, it's like, oh, look, I don't know, what am I looking at? Axiom Verge or fucking Farming Sim. I'll just buy that real quick for like £2 and play that for a little bit.
Farming Sim, yes. What's this?
Or Blockhood.
Renowned Explorers International Society, 50% off. With free Transylvania update.
It's one of those things where it's so available that you sort of don't really put much time into it anymore. There's no like thrill to getting a big new game, I don't think.
Yeah, that's the problem. There's no like. I used to be on a hype train and be really excited about things. Like when what's that game? It's a game. I got it here on my list. It's somewhere if I scroll down. Operation Flashpoint. When Dragon Rising was coming out, I was like,
oh yeah,
holy moly, this looks like an amazing game. And I got all hyped for it, and it got delayed a bit, and then eventually came out, and I bought it, and I was like, yes, this is amazing. But then,
and then you came over and told me about it. You were like, oh, this is great.
I sold you my spare copy.
That's right.
Because I had 2, because I couldn't wait for my order from Amazon because it's taking too long. But it was amazing, but I just don't get that anymore. Like,
nah.
The problem is Steel Division, right? I almost got to have Steel Division. Then the next day, after like a week after me being hyped about it, they said, "Oh, we're releasing it now." I was like, "Oh, okay, my hype."
All right.
But I was sort of fine because I don't want to be hyped for too long. If you wait too long, it just
no. That's the thing. You weren't. You would have got that had you have been a fan of Metal Gear Solid for 5.
Yep.
I feel like that was the last big thing, because no one gets excited for CODs anymore or anything,
Not
do
really,
they?
no.
No one really gets excited. I mean, what new releases are coming out that people get excited for? I mean, stuff like, I told you, a lot of sleeper hits, like Nier, Automata, and Prey. But MGS5 was one where everyone was hyped. Everyone who liked Metal Gear I was studying all the gameplay videos, everything. And then it came out and it was, it is what it is. You don't get that a lot. I'm still get that sometimes. Like Ace Combat is now the thing I'm looking forward to.
Yeah.
I'm keeping my hype on a low flame. You know, like the little flame in the end of a flamethrower. I'm just keeping it there.
You just keeping it warm.
Then when it gets closer to the day, it will light up and burn the room. I will burn bright. But no, I get it sometimes. There's some games, a lot of games I think, I'll just buy that on a whim. But no, there are some games I still get hyped for. But it's definitely different on PC now.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's a different beast altogether, even on console.
Maybe you're just older.
Yeah, maybe I'm just older. I've been thinking that. I've been thinking I ain't got. You don't play games the same anymore. Like I used to have to play Killzone's AI offline battle thing all the time. I used to all weekend play the against bots, just on Killzone, and I think I can't do that anymore. How could I ever do that?
I know. It's like even like people like Vincent that want to play War Game and Steel Division. They'll play it against bots, and I'm just like, I want to play against people.
Yeah, I'll never forget the first time I played Red Orchestra and Rising Storm with them. And it turns out they were playing against bots, and I was just sitting there like, this is shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not shit. What are you on about? I was like, this is shit.
Why would you? Bots are so easy.
I want to know that when I shoot someone, I actually piss someone off on the other end of that computer.
Exactly. That's the beauty of online gaming, pissing people off. That's what the whole internet community is there for.
To piss you off.
If you don't believe it, just go on to any forum, maybe Reddit, and just type in your opinion, and you're done. That will be that's the internet.
Or even better, speak your opinion over the headset.
Yeah.
That's a good one on Siege, especially when you're good at a game. If you're good at a game like Siege, and you know that people can't take piss out of you, because, boy, you can unleash a holy might of hell upon them. Someone will be like, oh, you're crap, and then I spend the next entire 3 rounds spamming the mic, telling them how shit they are.
Yeah, exactly.
Putting the mic in my mouth, screaming like a monkey. That's the best thing. That's what gaming is now.
Yeah. If you don't know what game it was, it's screaming like a monkey and putting mics in your mouth. Putting things in your mouth. There you go. Well, that was a podcast. I think we're done. Yeah, I think we're done.
We're done?
I think we're done, Sam. You can carry on, but I won't put it in the podcast because it's been a long one.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Well, not too long. It's been fine. Anyway. Yeah, we're gonna try and do this every week now. Again, I'm gonna try. And then in a few weeks coming up, I'm gonna have a lot of free time, and I'm gonna upload everything to the SoundCloud.
To the cloud.
And then it's all there on not Spotify, iTunes, so you can listen back at any point. So there you go.
Great. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great, and Laura will be back at some point, hopefully.
One day.
She wants to be back. Right. I think that's it then. Well, Thank you for listening. And
if you did,
catch all our live streams, subscribe, thumbs up, comment. If you're on the iTunes, give us a rating. 5 stars is appreciated.
Or 1 star doesn't. We don't mind.
No, we do. No, it's 5 stars or nothing.
Be impartial.
I mean, you won't get prizes if you get 5 stars for us.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to say. Anyway, thank you for listening, and see you in some live streams. And live stream tomorrow, isn't it? It's a Sunday. Tomorrow is live stream. Maybe we'll do another Player Unknown.
You said it's a Sunday.
This goes up Sundays.
That's right.
Today isn't Sunday.
This is really messing me up.
I'm sorry. It's not actually Sunday, Sam. Don't worry.
I thought I didn't have work for a second there. Blimey, Chris, what are you doing?
I'm sorry. Sorry. Goodbye.
Bye.